What is up, legends? We are back and we're in HypeWatch. So what I do in HypeWatch is I pretty much talk about PC and mobile gaming for the week and give you the hype. And then, you go about your Sunday. So hopefully you'll find something here that you want to play or maybe purchase, and you'll have some fun with that for maybe however long you want to go into it. As always, like and subscribe. We do 3 to 4 videos every day on the channel, and I deeply appreciate that. You guys always come through, especially on HypeWatch, so we get right into it, which is Jagged Alliance. Now, Jagged Alliance is a shocker to many people. We see it as very positive and actually good price tag. It's not 50 exactly or $60 or stuff like that. You get a lot of good turn-based type of gameplay here, and it is RPG and has a bunch of characters, as you can see, that you can go in and actually use. I actually got invited to play this, and I didn't actually find time. I still have the email in this. I think I'm going to. It's going to be one of the things on the channel. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit at the end of the video about the variety and what's going on with my channel right now and things that's happening. But as far as this right now, definitely get in there and take a look at it. Next up, we have Ashfall, another game that is going to be coming soon. It's not out right now, but there's a lot of hype for this. It's a NetEase game. NetEase does relatively good when it comes to these types of games. So actually, let me add that to my wish list real quick. This is MMORPG, one of those games where you just run around. It reminds me of The Division, but kind of like, post-apocalyptic type of Division and stuff like this. So keep an eye out for this one. Do the same thing I did, add it to your wish list. So when it comes out, just forget about it for right now. But when it comes out, you'll be able to just mess around with it. You also see right here that they have a beta test that they're announcing as well. So you can hop in on that. So definitely keep this one in mind. It might be something that really good later on that we can have, and might just be a hype of the video in the future. Next up is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I got invited to this literally before I started doing this video, just to show you, bam. 3 hours ago, got invited to, request a key and everything else like that. It's just how it is with the creator. It was like literally in the morning, it just popped up. I was like, what? Okay. I'll play. Like, the movies are okay. I'm not a big fan of movies like this, but I appreciate them inviting me in. And they didn't have to, being that I was predominantly a mobile YouTuber, but not anymore. And more PC games are starting to be kind and just give me a shot at doing reviews, and I definitely appreciate that. So next up, this is also kind of PC, but it came out PC first, but it's mobile now, and it's Return to Monkey Island. This is an extremely good game. So if you want to get it on the mobile platform or the PC platform, I would suggest it if you're looking for something really good, kind of like adventure type where you got to figure things out and get good. This is one of those games. It's pretty cool, trust me. Next up, we have Hourquest, Idle Defense RPG. If you guys remember like Arrow Defender and stuff like that, this is just one of those types of games, and roguelike / tower defense type of games. So, have at it if that's something that you like. Lemuria, I actually might review this at the point in this video. I haven't though, but I actually might review this, and as you guys can see, it's one of those games you just come in, all the characters, items, and everything else like that. But it's pretty simple, and that's why I said might, because I already have it installed and I looked at it and I'm like, but I do want to actually mention it right here. It is out and available for you guys right now. Remember, APK, don't come in the comment section say, look, I whooped to the Google Play, because I'm going to ignore you, because I give you the APK for a reason. Mini Game Party Pocket Edition. Bam, here we go right here, including 5 main characters and limited edition characters right here. Collect 50 different characters right here. It's a party game, obviously. A cutesy one, a mobile one, and we don't get many good ones like that don't lag up the place. I actually played this a little bit to see how cool it was if I want to let my kids, mess around with this and stuff like this, because I don't let them just play anything, so it might be something that they can rock out with, especially my youngest. He tried to destroy everything and talk about destroying everything. I pay attention to him before he just run around and just start trying to hurt people. So he getting the nerf, like he gotta relax. Idle RPG, dark anime games right here, as you guys can see. Now here's the thing about this one. As you can see, like the chibi and everything else with this, they have a lot of cool looking characters, and they put a lot into the art, which I see a lot of these games doing nowadays. They just put the art out there and just pretty much think that that's enough to carry, but it's not. It's just not. People be like, cool characters, uninstall right there. But if you're into idle RPGs, you know, have at it. Dungeon Hunter, as you guys see, this is going to be coming soon. Dungeon End Hunter, as you can see the name. Another one where it's going to be kind of an RPG manager. And they do give you a little bit of customization and, you know, run around. It's considered bite-sized, one of those bite-sized games that you just come in, you absorb it for 1 or 2 days, and then you're done with it. That's another one of those games, but put it out there for you guys to see. Vigilante. All right, so this is the first really interesting one up here. Obviously, it's not in English, so I know people are going to be like, oh my god, but give it a shot, even though it's vertical, because it has a lot of cool effects, a lot of cool combat in it. Just gonna put that out there like this. So if you're a combat guy and you like to see cool attacks and stuff like that with cool characters, this one might be for you whenever it comes a global, but you can play it right now in the APK. Donlens is another pre-register right here, season games right here. It's an adventure survival type of game where you can just kind of like build and do like really cool things. And this right here, I was like, if you could do a whole bunch of the minecart stuff, which is probably not, it's probably like one thing. Like this is probably one thing that they just show me do it like for like 3 seconds. But if you can do a lot of kind of stuff like that, it should be fun. All right. And next up we have HypeWatch. I played this and recorded some of it, and for whatever reason, when I record this particular game, it glitches out. The game don't, but the recording do. And I'm not sure why that is, so that you'll probably never see a video from that or for me. However, but this is another survival type of game where you got to just run around and try to survive and kill other people. A lot of bots in it, but there's some real people as well. You got to face their environment, or you can work together with somebody and start taking down content as well. Definitely need more games like that, where it's like PvE, PvP type of stuff, and you know, have some fun with it, but we'll see. Ultimate Hero. Ultimate Hero is actually a cool game. You get to be like obviously one of these heroes and just run around, but the combat is what kind of makes this game a cool game. It's a typical run around, you know, kind of RPG manager type of affair, but the combat is better than the typical clone game, so have at it, jump in there. Monster Tiles, tower defense. It's tower defense. Like, you know, people like it. I'm not trying to bash on anybody like that who likes tower defense. It's a genre. It's a semi-popular genre, not super large. Obviously, the highest being Arknights. I would have preferred the highest being Counterside, because I think that's a better game overall, but it's probably just going to be Arknights. Arknights is too big now for anybody else to really take that down. That's kind of like somebody trying to take down Genshin. That's just not going to happen. So, next up is God's Raid. God's Raid has a bunch of interesting and cool characters, as you can see. Some of them, like look at that third character. Who that look like? Like you already know. Right there, like, and then they gave her even bigger ones, so you could even look at that even closer. Like, okay, that's what we do in Game of Thrones out here. And there's a lot of license liberty being taken in all these characters, but they kind of look cool, and the combat kind of looks cool. So I just put it out there for you guys. Esports Heroes. This is funny because you ever want to have an esports team or be an esports person. Technically, when I was younger, I was trying to be an esports guy with FGC, with fighting game community, stuff like that. I'm not too old for it, but I just don't want to travel around and be going to, like, you know, tournaments to hardly be paid anything. That was my whole problem and why I never caught on with it, because they really underpay the fighting game esports community, like big time. Like the screen actors type of thing. Like they have a legitimate beef. Fighting game community, like the esports people in the fighting game community, they have a legitimate beef. They should be paying them way more than they get paid. Like they'll go all the way to like a tournament and get paid like $30. Like, or if they win the tournament, maybe get like $200, $300 when the ticket costs $200 or $300 to even get there. Like, it's hardly even worth it. And if you get one shot, basically, and like you're a rank, so like say something bad happens or something like that, that's why some of them dudes be upset. Like you see him Punk upset and all that type of stuff. Like he upset because he spent like $400 to get there and lost and only made like $500. So he essentially only made like $100. And that's why he be upset. Like I'm not trying. I actually I follow Punk. Punk's really cool. It's just that he let his emotions get the best of him sometime and just should kind of like mellow it out. But I understand a lot of the reasons why some of these guys be really upset sometimes because they don't get paid enough for the level of entertainment that they bring and stuff like that. It's kind of disrespectful, and I wish that they would treat them better. Magical Girl Idol Pixel Hero. As you guys can see right here, Idol. This is Idol. That's all it is at the end of the day. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. I actually covered this on the channel with, I believe, FCA or Early Access. It's that. All right. So the first half of the hype of the week is Sword Chronicles Awaken. Now, the reason why this is a little bit of a hype and why I'm going to make this some hype is obviously dark skin waifu. Now, that's not the reason. It's the fact that you can build the characters any way you want and upgrade any character into UR. So if you have a character that you specifically like and they're just not like a super like top tier type of character, you can build them into that. They have arcing and overarching system in the game which will allow you to actually build characters, as you can see, go all the way to UR, but the way it is actually is, it'll allow you to build characters and make them the way that you want to make them and give them the stats and the type of skill variation that you want to do. Not many games do that, and this is kind of like a rinky-dink type of game, but it's a good job. Like the system itself is a good job, so I am going to actually give it a shot, a valid shot, you know, eyes unclouded by hate type of feel, and see if it's going to live up to that system. And it might be enough to actually keep me sticking around to play it, because I think the system alone is good. Because you're like, if you get like say like this dark skinned waifu right here, like if I get her and her skills are cool, I'm just going to build her into a UR and just be badass. And you also get the tag team stuff as well. So we're going to see how that's going to roll. Some games have done that before in the past, but not many have done it and it'd be good. So Black Moon just recently came out, and this is the hype of the video where we're going to pretty much stop right here. And Black Moon basically is a ARPG, and it's getting a lot of hype because, as you guys can see, it's like Dungeon Fighter and the Relic Hunter game that's in China right now that's getting a whole bunch of hype. I'm interested in this game because of that combat. It doesn't have a lot of characters, but it has the feel, and like I like these types of games because you get to swag out and get like really cool and big like look at all the litness that's going on the screen right now. This is 100% the hype for the week. I got some hope for this one. Hopefully it won't be garbage and they won't mess around with the monetization and allow us just to have fun and, you know, play the game and it be cool. But we'll see. Could be some closers for mobile type of thing. Closers needs to be on mobile, by the way. Just, you know, they ain't gonna do that, but it needs to be on mobile. The PC closers, not that the watered down BS closers that they but yeah. So that's all I got this week. As far as the channel, and like I said, companies are starting to really reach out and be kind and nice. As far as the PC stuff, you see I got the Remnant sponsor, and I'm going hardcore on Remnant. I still have a Diablo sponsor since I'm doing terrible with that. They probably Blizzard is going to be like, bitch, we gave you a key, play the damn game. And I just don't have time to do everything, so I got to find time. I'm actually like kind of like halfway through progression in the new season of Diablo, so I got to do a video on that. But what I want to do is I want to do a video after where I was last time, and that's going to take time. But I also have Remnant and everything else that I'm going through. With that said, what's going to start to happen is I'm going to start to have PC giveaways. It means I'm going to have to stream. Basically, I'm gonna have to find time for doing that. When am I even going to find time for that? On top of me actually making a game and a manga and other games on the side with that. Like I just don't have time for everything, but I'm gonna try because they want to start giving away free games on my channel, PC games. Granted, these are PC games, not mobile games. Mobile games, they ain't giving away nothing. You know how mobile be, but PC games like and we talking about games that cost between $30 to $60 for free on the channel. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna start using my store panel on my YouTube for that. I actually spoke to somebody about that. If I can actually do things like that, and apparently I can. So I don't know how that's gonna work because YouTube has something that they're working out a beta with that, which is gonna be cool. Which basically means that you're gonna be able to come onto the channel. And then, you know, like subscribers and everything else will basically be able to kind of go into raffle or just straight on my channel, not anywhere else on my channel. And they'll be able to enter in and say, hey, I want to try to win this game. And then if you win, then the key will go straight to you. That's something that YouTube is working on beta right now. I've always been in the YouTube content creator program as far as testing new stuff. I usually always get the new stuff on the channel, and hopefully I'm really excited for that because that means that I'll just be able to just put it there and not have to worry about setting up like the game appreciation stuff I've done in the past and stuff like that. And I got to go through all the nonsense of chasing people down, like when they use emails. Like I had somebody like 2 or 3 months later, they made like 3 emails to try to win, and then they did win on like the 3rd email. It came to me like 3 months later after I said, okay, I can't contact this person now. And like, oh, I won. I'm sorry. Like 3 months later after I gave the key to somebody else, like, you out of luck now. So I feel bad with that because I had nothing to give them anymore because I gave the key to someone else because they didn't respond. So all that stuff will be out the window now. Like it'll straight be through YouTube. You basically have to just deal with YouTube. The key will be there already, and if you win, you just like it just come to you. And I'm really excited for that because I like giving stuff away, especially free games, because stuff's expensive out here and everybody ain't got time to be paying $50 or $60 for games. And if I could just give you games for free, let's do it, yo. So I'll catch you guys next video. Look out for that because that's going to be coming soon. But that's up to YouTube when they start putting out that program, and I'll just start using my store panel for that. So look out for it. I'll say it though. Peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.